Hello everybody, welcome to Sin City Living. My name is Jason. I'll be bringing you today's episode. This one will be a shorter one just to give you guys advanced warning. As always, please hit the like and subscribe buttons, and our usual shout out to our patrons. We appreciate all the tips and support. Just going to go towards making the channel better and hopefully adding roulette as soon as possible. If you're curious about it, go ahead and check the description of the video down below. I hope all the patrons enjoyed the exclusive videos that we put out last week. This week's exclusive videos will be coming out in the next day or two. Might even be out by the time this video posts. We're pretty sure we've got the logistics behind getting these exclusive videos posted up. It's a little trickier, so if there are any issues with it, please email us on the patronage site and we will be happy to take a look at it and get it figured out. If not, I'm going to go ahead and jump straight into this one. Again, this is going to be kind of a shorter video. I just want to go over some of the, not really the what ifs, but some of the options that come up and why people choose what they choose, and the pros and cons of choosing each one of those. So let's say we've got a point and the point is 8, and you've got hard ways. You've got all the hard ways for $1. They throw a winner. Let's say you bring your hard 8 back up, and now the dealer is going to announce, while we're in the come out roll, the dealer is going to announce hard ways work unless called off, and they're going to shout it out once, maybe twice, depends how much people are paying attention or not. And a good dealer is going to make sure that they shout it very, very clearly, very, very loudly, at least once, if not 2 or 3 times. When you have a loud table, a bunch of raucous drunks playing with their buddies or with their family, they're not really paying attention to the dealers, especially after a winner comes. So at least once a night, if not more often, there's going to end up being an issue with a player saying, why did my hard whatever come down, or why did my hard ways come down? Well, sir, a winner 7 through. I wasn't working. Well, hard ways work unless called off, and we announced that. At least once a night, if not more often. Now, depending on how the dealer treated the come out roll is going to depend on how we are going to respond to that. More often, I would say more often than not when I'm sitting box, more often than not when it's $1 on the hard ways, we usually give them back. Like, go ahead, set it up, sir, just so you know, hard ways are always working unless you call them off. The reason I tend to do that is twofold. One, because generally it's $1, it's really not worth the hassle. And 2, because a lot of dealers are surprisingly quiet with their voices when they're on sticks. So if, in my personal opinion, they did not announce hard ways work unless called off loud enough and clear enough, I'm not going to hold the player to that. But oftentimes, if I notice the player's not paying attention, I will call it out, and I will call it out very, very loudly. So what does that mean? Hard ways work unless called off. What that means is exactly what it sounds like. These hard ways have action. On the next roll of the dice, if a hard way rolls, we're going to pay you. But if a 7 rolls, we're going to take them all down. And if an easy way rolls, we're going to take that 1 down. Right? That's what hard ways work unless called off means. These things have action unless you say otherwise. Why do people turn them off? Let's say you're on I can't do that. Let's say you're on a $10 minimum bet table. So you have a $10 pass line bet. And then you've got your hard ways. And yes, I know these are in the wrong position for that player, but this way they're all visible on the camera. Say you've got all the hard ways and you've got a pass line bet, and we're coming into a come out roll. Well, if a 7 were to roll, you would win your pass line bet, right? But you would lose these hard ways. So yeah, you win 10, you lose 4, no big deal. You could always throw that 4 back up. But to some people, in some people's minds, if you're going to win in one spot, why would you lose in the other spot? And it makes sense. You can't really argue that. Like, the dealers absolutely understand why people would turn their hard ways off. It just, to them, makes sense. You know, if you're going to win there, why would you want to lose here, kind of thing. To me, and to a lot of dealers, it really just depends, honestly, on how much you have in action over there. Because I understand that the dice don't realize it's a come out roll, and that the odds of a hard way rolling are the exact same whether or not the puck is on or off. You still have the same odds of a hard way rolling. If I had $1 on each one of these, I would probably I'm guaranteed I would let them work, absolutely, because I'm a parlay player on these anyway. I'm hoping they hit 3 times. Because I would parlay the first hit, parlay the second hit, and then hopefully I can get paid on the third one. Yes, pretty unlikely. I realize that. But that's how I tend to treat these. And again, it's $1. it's a buck. Now, if you have, say, $10 in all the hard ways, well, I would certainly get that. You got $10 there and you got $40 going on in here. You don't want to win there, but overall lose. I understand that. So yeah, of course, turn it off. It certainly makes sense. Another option that I see is people that do parlay. Like I said, I'm a parlay kind of player. So let's say I've already hit a hard 6 and let's say I've hit a hard 4. So I've got both of these parlayed, right? Now we have a winner roll, we turn the puck off, and the dealer announces hard ways work unless called off. Situation like this, I'm probably actually going to turn them off. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn these off, and then I am going to hop the 4 and 6 for $5 each, most likely. But you could even just do, I mean, realistically, I could do a $2 hop on the 4, and I'm still going to get paid better than I would if a hard 4 were to roll based off of my parlay. And I could do a $4 hard 6 and get paid better than I would, or even a $3 and just take it down, get paid pretty much the same over there. So if I have these parlayed or pressed up any, I'm likely to turn them off and just hop them. Hop those just in case they come up on the come out roll, and then I would stack them up within the hard way and keep on going, since I again parlay twice. But that's just me. But I do see a lot of players that will do that. There's a lot of players that are parlay players that they usually have them working, but will turn them off, or they will turn just those specific ones off, which just means we need to move them into a different spot, turn them off. The other ones are working, good to go. So that's why people may or may not turn their hard ways off, turn their hard ways on. All just depends on what they're doing. I will say this: if I was a don't player, I would keep them working, because a 7 I lose anyway. So if I'm losing on a 7, I'm just going to say screw it, and I'm going to lose on a damn 7. And then hope my hard ways come. So there you have it. I will say also that if I'm parlaying these, because again, if I play the hard ways, I parlay. If I've got these going and they're parlayed, and we come to a come out roll, like I said, I may turn them off and go ahead and hop them, but only if I had a pass line bet. Since you guys know I don't usually do pass line bets, I just do place bets, including the point. I would have them working, because again, the dice don't know that it's a come out roll. Sure, it sucks when a 7 rolls, but when I've got these parlayed up and a 7 rolls and they all come down, I have to put them back up. My initial investment was only $4. It's only $4. I intend to lose that $4 more often than not, because hitting the hard way 3 times is unlikely, but it does happen. We had 3 hard 4s roll in a row the other day. It was really cool. Nobody bet the hard 8. Nobody bet the hard 8 until after it hit the 3rd time. The player rolled an easy 8, hard 8, hard 8, hard 8. Boom, 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 boom. Finally, people started betting the hard 8. At that point, you're a day late and $1 short. You're coming in a little bit behind the power curve on that one. So that was a very brief explanation of hard ways, on or off, why people may or may not choose to have them working. I hope you guys find this interesting, and we will catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye now.